lot of traffic passing through here today. More than usual. They're drafting in units from all over.
Sorry, sir. Just a formality.
We're recreating them with obsessive love. These are two of the fastest production cars in the world, the Hennessy Venom GT and the Koenigsegg Agera R. And they're as close as you'll get to the real thing in terms of detail and accuracy, with totally correct material parameters, painstakingly measured from the real thing using our custom-built photometric apparatus. We've gone borderline insane with real-world details and subtleties. We've modelled the direction of each microscopic metallic flake of paint in multiple layers. We've emulated the effect of each individual thread in the weave of the carbon fibre. Even the suede and carpet have a fibre direction map, causing them to reflect light differently when they've been brushed or touched. In fact, let's climb into a car now. This isn't cockpit view, this is true first-person racing. The exquisite feeling of opening the door, breathing in the experience, strapping yourself in, and firing up a 1,200 brake horsepower engine. Ladies and gentlemen, it's such a thrill for a studio to be asked to help define new PlayStation technology so that we can finally bring our vision for team-based racing to life.
What the hell? I don't know. V2 status?
What should we do?
V2 repeat status.
RB, keep your eyes peeled.
The DAC is in control of the situation.
Up there! We got it!
Cover
me.
Control of the situation. control of the situation. Checkpoint detected. The team is in control.
You are not in control.
These technical features, we start to reach a point where you can see very subtle emotions on the face of a character, where you can feel his emotions just looking at his face, where you can see his soul just looking into his eyes. When you look,
and we've been using it for a while now, once we stopped thinking in terms of memory budgets, schedules, pixels, we forgot about the technology and we just started doodling, just sketching, put that at the heart of our creative process. A really lovely thing happened. We started having real fun making, collaborating, sketching, remaking. It doesn't matter where you start out because you can take a left turn at any time that inspiration strikes and go somewhere even cooler. It's a free-form creative journey that I think of a little bit like cloud watching, except that you can reach in at any time and change and shape it to whatever's in your head. And because it's such a quick and free-form thing, before we knew it at Media Molecule, we had made hundreds of these things. Imagine this multiplied from our tiny staff to the thousands and millions of brilliant PlayStation users online. It's someone's dream brought to life with PlayStation 4.
Useless magic could have me poking lines in the old market for 1/10 the hassle of your empty venture. Why were you following him anyway?
Let's find this bloody third gate.
We know, in partnership with Sony, that we have our game. So I'm very pleased tonight to announce the game that Blizzard Entertainment will be bringing to the PlayStation 4. Thank you.
Our partnership with Activision and now Sony will allow us to do just that. Destiny is an ambitious and innovative game.
Who's the character that you play in this game?
So it's Aiden Pierce, that's his name, and he comes from some of the toughest neighborhoods of Chicago. So, you know, he can use a gun, he can drive vehicles, he can climb on rooftops. That's a little bit of assassin there if you want. Because when you control those computers, you control the information stored on them. So you can basically invade the privacy of everyone within Chicago. And what we showed in the demo there, so this was not a mission, by the way, what we showed to there. It was just the open world and the player just exploring the open world, which is a bit scary because typically we show missions when we show demos, and this was just free roaming, what we call just exploring the city. And so, you saw how he discovered some information on people, and that's what led him to, chasing that guy down.
Yeah. Now, at E3 last year, you guys hinted that there was some kind of connectivity online, sort of someone else watching you or friends. How is that all going to work with the various different partners?
Yeah. So connectivity is definitely important for us, and there's two ways that work. And we're not saying everything yet, but I think I can make things a lot clearer today.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
A lot of questions.
So in both demos we showed of Watch Dogs, we teased on the fact that there was other players involved while you were playing from what seems to be single player, right?
Right.
And basically what we're trying to do is start blending the line between offline and online, between multiplayer and single player. When you're playing an action adventure game, you want to do an epic adventure. The last thing you want to do is, go in a lobby and play capture the flag when you're in multiplayer.
Somebody get in the way of sort of the story almost.
Exactly. So the multiplayer will also be happening when you play in single player. You will cross paths with other players. So
they're not two different modes? It's kind of all one game?
So, there are fully multiplayer contacts, but we will have players crossing paths even in single player. So what we showed in the demo today is throughout, that player just doing free roaming in the city, there was another player who had a contract to tail him, to basically steal information from him. And the whole time he was there, you couldn't necessarily see him. Sometimes he was through cameras, sometimes he was physically there. And at the end, the first player saw him and basically, countered him. So, for example, in the demo, you saw how the cops are coming in. That's something we've seen before. Okay, cops are converging on my position. How will I deal with it? And, in the demo, he used bollards to stop a cop car. He also stopped a train and climbed on it to flee. Well, for example, that train, I've seen hundreds of ways it's been used by testers in the office, in some things you wouldn't believe, to cut the shooting lines from people shooting at him. You'll stop the train right at the right spot. And it's a systemic thing, right? It's not a scripted moment that happened there. You can stop the train anywhere. The people in it will react. Some will try calling the cops. If you go in there, they'll recognize you. They'll say, what happened here? You'll feel panic. There's going to be digital boards in the train. You can hack those too. So this is what we're trying to create, a world where things are really simulated, so you can make smart plans and act on them.
Wow.
Well, it's at the end of this year, so in times for the holidays, for sure.
Excellent. All right. And will that be, obviously it's going to come for PlayStation 4. Is it going to come for PlayStation 3 and other platforms?
Yeah, on all the platforms. We've officially announced it for PlayStation 3, for Xbox 360, PC, and the Wii U, and now we're adding in the PlayStation 4.
Wii U as well. So this is a massive project for you guys.
Yeah, it is. It is a huge project.
It's so exciting to see that you guys continue with Assassin's Creed. But last question I'll ask you is, what do you think, obviously the graphics look fantastic, but what are you able to do on the PlayStation 4 for this game that you can't do on PlayStation 3? If it's going to ship on all these systems, if I'm a PlayStation 3 gamer, why do I want to upgrade for PlayStation 4 to play this game?
So, I don't think the PlayStation 4 is a one-trick pony. It's on all our pillars. So definitely, we're pushing the graphics. It's going to be, even more immersive. But we're pushing the interactivity, so the amount of people in the street, the detail of their eye, the refinement of their reaction, their variety, the density of cars, and even in the connectivity, we're going to be able to push further. So I think it's really like a magnifying glass on all of our features, which is pretty cool.
Thank you very much for your time, and good night.